It's Toby from Heavyweight MMA. Today with MMA Fighter Ben Watson out of CMBT Gym. How are you, brother?
Outstanding and still getting better, bro.
Bro, the Wanderer. I was wondering if you'd wander your way to the interview or if you'd be off somewhere on walkabouts.
Mate, we're out living large, living the dream. This is in paradise, God's country up here in the Gold Coast. So very happy. I had to do it outside, bro.
Yeah,
Figured
bro.
out that the hats had some sun as well, actually.
True, bro. Hey, I've been listening to a few interviews and that, man. You sound like an interesting character, bro. Sound like you're looking for some sort of overall life balance and fulfillment out together with fighting, right? It kind of makes you interesting to listen and talk to.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's been a big change from I guess there's two phases in my life so far of like being before when I had 10 professional fights, and then 2020 I was going to fight for the title against Sam Hibbard, and the world decided to have a cough and a sneeze, and everything else had to slow down. And that's that moment where I just opted to listen to that as well and take it upon myself to figure out areas that I might have not been filling my cup in spiritually, mentally, physically. And from there, dude, you realize that there's a lot of like things that if you do put time and effort into, it's not 1% better, it becomes 10% better. And I just took that championship mindset during that time off and developed into the champion that I am now, about to make it confirmation with this belt coming up on January 31st, and put together that 5-round classical display of being calm, collected under the chaos, but also precision and direct attacks.
Yeah, bro. It's a big show, man. I mean, it's Eternal. Is it 102? Is that what the number is? Eternal 102, and it's on the big UFC weekend, which kind of gives it a little bit more hype because you potentially got UFC matchmakers there. You've at least got a lot of fans that are going to be there watching both shows. It's quite a big one.
It is, mate. And yeah, we've had confirmation that they will be there. We'll be shaking some hands, bro, and smiling and talking the yabba-doo that we always do. So yeah, I'm very excited, bro. It's a long time coming, but for me, this is just confirmation season, dude. It's about that time when all of the reps that I was doing when no one was watching, now those reps are going to start counting.
Yeah, bro.
And it'll be.
I think I heard you mention Dave Wood, right? You mentioned Dave Wood from New Zealand, yeah?
Dave Wood, yeah, bro. I was very fortunate, yes, to connect with him. And he taught me that I was breathing wrong. And yeah, that was a really confirming moment, because having someone in that time sort of help you as a mentor and guide you towards things that you can get, but not just 1% better, but 10 to 40% better. It gave me things to work on and bounce off ideas that he's also an elite level performer and coach. And yeah, it gave me a lot of confidence in a lot of things that I was starting to explore back then in this rotational movement training. And he just pumped me up to be like, man, you keep doing that. You're unique and uncommon amongst most. So I'm very fortunate that I actually did create that or get that connection happening, and still talk to him to this day, bro.
Yeah, man. A couple of years ago, I did an interview with him after hearing him seeing him working with some of the CKB lads. And yeah, that sort of stuff always opens your eyes because as someone that's trained for a while myself, just you don't hear that sort of theories behind things from your average everyday coach, right? You got to kind of seek out these experts in different areas and hearing what effects breath can have, and then looking for it as well. When you look at some of the top level fighters that he's coached, guys like Brad Riddell, and Israel and those guys, you can spot it, especially with Brad. You can spot how he's breathing, if it gives him like longevity in the fight and whatnot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like the way I looked at it, man, when it came to the price and numbers thing, I was like, man, I've paid for coaches in so many different areas, but I never had any of those coaches talk to me about how I breathe. I was like, well, this is something that I can actually double down on, and I could see the reward from it. And within 3 weeks, man, the habit had changed completely. And yeah, I started to feel that benefit as well.
And when I think of him too, you think of those beautiful black sand beaches. Did you get out there and train with him at all?
I haven't yet, bro, but I would love to get down there. I'm fortunate enough to have the sunny GC beaches. And I was implementing a lot of those things with my own clients as well. Have great testimonials with just some elite level triathletes as well, bro. That, like, if they can keep up, give you a pat on the back or something, and they come and hang out with at my garage gym in my house, which is basically both together, and we're close to the beach, so we'll use the two training modalities of performance and down regulation. I've learned a lot from Dave, and yeah, even modeled a lot of the ways I approach the breathing and stuff with helping people and myself and my own performance and recovery. Those implements have really benefited me.
Isn't it interesting? You just mentioned about like triathletes, man. Isn't it interesting if you ever train with guys like that, like crossing over sports? Like if you go and try and do a triathlon, how you stack up changing sports, and then if they come across too, you expect the triathlete to just be like unbeatable in terms of cardio and whatnot. But when you're changing the sports and you add in something else that maybe their central nervous system's getting disrupted by getting punched and the threat of getting punched or getting grappled or whatever, it doesn't necessarily cross over, right?
That's exactly right. It changes the game, and that's where you realize, like, the MMA athlete is this elite person that can actually have the ability to be comfortable under adversity and not be wavered by too much of the chaos and stuff. So yeah, I also used to do a lot of triathlons as a kid. I was very fortunate. My parents would take me out to keep pushing the boundaries a little bit, and ended up doing a full Ironman myself in 2017 on 2 weeks' notice, because my good friend that I was actually training with, he pulled out. There's a funny story behind it, because then I asked whether or not he still had that ID that looked where he looked similar, and I used it to sneak in, and everyone was yelling out, "Go James Deck!" I was like, "That's not my name. It's not motivating at all." But I finished that Ironman, and yeah, it made me feel good. But it's not something I'm pursuing at the moment. I'll do it later in my life. Hey, again. So they are fun to have those challenges.
Yeah, I did a 100K. Did a 100K run hike thing in Hong Kong before. That was a bit of a buzz, a bit of a bit of a challenge.
That's it. Yeah, just all running 100Ks.
It's running, but you can't realistically run there because it's all hills. It's like coastal hills, so you're basically up and down stairs most of the time. So you get a bit of a canter at times, but most of the time it's up and down stairs. So it's not a run, but it's a killer. Yeah, yeah. Hey, you sound a bit like a Diaz brother, man. You're going to have the cardio from your background that you can actually take across to the MMA, right?
That's been proven before, bro. I've had a title fight in the past as well against Mitch Martin 2019. And man, I was snaking up arm bars in the last round and stuff. And I think I only didn't break his arm because I was a little bit of a nice guy to the fella, eh? And so, yeah, man, there's always an opportunity. I've got too much positivity and energy to not be able to always be looking for a finish, even in the last minutes of the rounds and fights. And also third round finish up in featherweight against Bo Luxford, I think with like 2 minutes left to go or something like that. So yeah, man. I'm uncommon amongst the elite, brother. And that's evident when we're shaking hands and smiling and cheers and glasses as well.
Well, Mitch Tinley called you a weird cunt. You said you're uncommon. I'm imagining the reason you do MMA is that you kind of like experience, right? Like you seem like you're chasing some sort of experience, and it's one of the highest highs and lowest lows of any sport you could probably choose amongst your other endeavors, right?
Yeah, you're on the money there, bro. Like nothing lives nothing lives like it, bro. It's
Yeah.
its own unique. Well, I actually think it's the last frontier of our bubble wrap society, because the only time that the men that would have gone out exploring, the men that would have gone out conquering, get to unleash, unshackle, and be themselves in this baby coddled world And I'm no longer needing to go and explore Antarctica because I know it's fucking cold there. So I'm gonna we're gonna stay here in paradise and have some fun, mate. Throw some hands, kick some faces, and snap some necks and break some egos all in one go.
Sounds exciting, bro. You're training. Actually, where you're from originally? You said New South Wales. Was it Tweed Heads you're from originally, or was that or was it somewhere else?
Yeah, we were out in Sydney for most of my life, bro, and
What area in Sydney?
down in the Hornsby area.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where are you from, Toby?
I'm from the Central Coast, so not far away, bro.
I do know that well. I do
Yeah.
know that well. I do
Yeah.
know that well. It's Central Coast MMA as well. Yeah, we my partner and I moved up here 2023 Gold Coast. I was helping some surfers with some rotational movement training, and they liked some of the tools that I was using, which is an RMT rope, and the simple act of not jumping it builds into these figure eight patterns that allow you to start incorporating better posture and balance. And what they really liked about it as well is it brought an awareness towards what the hands were doing in the space. So you could start to help people guide their posture on the board and bring an awareness of where their hands needed to be with this simple cord. And yeah, man, took it and run, and man, we've been up here ever since. And probably went into CMBT about 2.5 years ago. You know, making that drive from Tweed was also a little bit of a fun challenge, because I had those moments of whether or not I would want to commit to doing this again properly, because I was aware there's a level of dedication that you have to dial in your sleep, you have to dial in your nutrition, all of these little aspects that if you're not taking life seriously, bro, you become a casualty. So in the MMA world. So yeah, in that probably half year of just having fun training again, I was like, well, do I want this or not? And 2 years in, at the two years ago, I probably sat down with Miles and I was like, hey, mate, I've actually had 10 pro fights already. I'm pretty keen to try and get back in and rustle the feathers. He's like, shit, I didn't even know you had them fights, eh? So I was just here having fun, bro. I was just wanting to be, just have fun with life, and switched that marker on and built some really good relationships in there with Brenton Munford, Reese McLaren. Dude, that's one of the boys that has not only motivated me as being a bantamweight. I looked up to him for years, and now I'm in the room sharing the mats with him and getting him to show me stuff and test out things as well. It's just been the best thing ever for me getting out to CMBT. It's literally like a library, bro, because you got Brenton, who's had more fights, more experience than most other people. So same with Reese. And then the philosophical mastermind behind Miles. It just really brings about a holistic approach, or a whole athlete. And yeah, you've got your bases covered up there, bro.
Yeah, bro. I think I'm pretty sure I interviewed Reese before. I at least followed him as a minimum. But yeah, in the one FC used to follow him, bro. So yeah, no, it's cool. And yeah, it's a good crew up there. I hear a bit of feedback. I've definitely interviewed a couple of guys from CMBT, and they're all pretty pumped about it. Bro, what's your thoughts on your opponent, Matty Iann, isn't it, for the title?
You know what's cool? You know what's cool about this fight, man? I think he's 10 years younger than me or something, and it's great. It's great. He's young. He's strong, and even better, bro. It's making me become the best version of myself. So in all theory, bro, I don't give a flying fuck, because as long as I'm getting better each day, I just know that I'm only coming back to this sport because I have been getting better. It's not like I've been sitting up watching Netflix and chilling. Hey, I'm doing things that are actually pushing my barriers to make me a better person. So doesn't matter, bro. That's the real talk here, man. We're gonna face each other, and look, there's not much footage on him either, even though he's a champion. And he can go back and watch my 11 pro fights, I guess. And yeah, it's great, cool, but I'm better now. So yeah, man, it excites me, to tell you the truth. It really does excite me he's good, bro. Everyone's good at this level now. They all do I've got a dietitian. Far out, man. Well, I'm lucky enough that my mother was a dietitian. I've been doing that since I was day one. So Welcome to the fucking club.
And bro, fighting in Sydney, does it add anything? You're gonna have family and friends from your old what origins gonna be there and watch you?
Yeah, that's right, bro. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I've never, yeah, I've got great relationships with everyone still, bro. Like, I'm not, not out here to make enemies with people, bro, but we're in the game of the fight business. And so, yeah, it's going to be a cool homecoming in a sense, dude. Like getting to just show up and perform. And like, I've done it before. You know, that's the cool thing here. I've actually fought more times in Sydney than I have in the Gold Coast. So yeah, it's going to be a nice homecoming. Bring on some Kanye West, and we'll be all positivity and raising the flag high, bro.
Sick, bro. Looking forward to it, man. Anyway, bro, thanks for your time. I just wanted to make it a quick one. Looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing you fight, bro. You're a nice character for the sport. I hope you can keep being successful and we get to see more of you over the internet, bro.
Appreciate it. So yeah, the internet's great for that, isn't it?
It's true. Well, I'm
Appreciate it.
stuck overseas, bro, so I gotta rely on the internet to understand what's happening back there, you know?
Love it, bro. Well, thanks for the connection, bruv, and looking forward to further chats, man. This was fun.
True. Although
Appreciate
this
you.
one, I'll be there, bro. I've already booked a nice seats with a couple of mates, so I'll be pretty much close to the front row watching you, bro.
My man, my man. Come and watch the performance, brother.
Cool, bro. So, all right, man. Thanks for your time, mate.
You too. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, bye.